I think when you love someone a lot and then that person becomes someone you can't love anymore, you need a direction to point that feeling, because the feeling is just as strong, but now you can't point it at love. So I think the natural next inclination is to just reverse it and point it at hate, because it kind of scratches the same itch. It feels like it comes from the same place in your heart. I mean, I wanted the song to feel like a conversation, because this is a song talking to someone who I unfortunately don't get to speak to anymore. And that's hard. And this is kind of like what I would say to her if I had the chance. From kind of the onset, I knew this was a song that I wanted to bring someone else into, but I knew that those people had to be people that not only I thought were incredible, but people I trusted emotionally. So it just felt like a natural fit to bring in Olivia and bring in Dan into this world and have them help me kind of bring the best out of this song. I think it was easy co-writing the song with Olivia because at least I think of songwriters as translators, and you take these kind of intangible feelings and you put them into words, which can be really hard. But for Olivia, it doesn't seem to be so hard. She's so emotionally intelligent, and she was just such the perfect partner and fit to take this really hard to describe feeling and put it into words. I wonder if your therapist likes me. I guess it depends on how much of the truth you tell to her. So the first line, I wonder if your therapist likes me, to me is a bit more like philosophical of like, are we remembering things the same way? When we fell apart, do you remember it how I remember it? And I wonder if your brother wants to fight me. Would he change his mind if he saw his big sister at her worst? I think there's certain dynamics that are inside a kind of romantic or intimate relationship that are super, super hyper specific to them. And so it's wondering if like other people have perceived you as, you know, the way I have. So tell your friends I'm evil and write songs that say I suck and roll your eyes when people ask about us. I think I certainly have a habit of dating other musicians, and so I've heard plenty of songs about me, and good and bad, and it can kind of hurt a little bit, but I understand that it's part of the process because I'm doing it myself, and so even if it hurts a little bit, I totally understand it. You can hate me if it helps, make me out to be the villain. Say you're better by yourself, so it feels like your decision. You can tell him I'm the bad guy if it helps you sleep okay, because all you want is closure, but there's nothing left to say. So you can hate me if it helps. You can hate me if it helps. Yeah, so I kind of desperately wanted this person to find closure, but I felt like I'd said all I was able to say to them, and I'd been as honest as I possibly could. And so I think the next logical place to reach for and kind of the toolbox of getting over someone is hate, and hate can feel good for a little bit, which is nice, but unfortunately I don't think it's the thing that's gonna get you over the hump in the end, and it's not the thing that's gonna get you to the other side of that feeling. Do you wonder if I'm with someone new now? If her clothes are in the drawer you used to take up in my room? Yeah, I bet you think I never think about you anymore, and God, I wish that were true. This section for me, at least from a songwriting perspective, it allowed me to feel more comfortable being so direct in the first verse and in the first pre-chorus and in the chorus, because I'm admitting here that I'm going through the same thing. And for me, this section kind of represents both the physical and the mental real estate that this person is still taking up in my head. But I tell my friends I miss you, and I write songs about how much. Yeah, I know we had our issues, so if you want. Some people are really good at writing in the moment about how they feel, and for me, that's just never been the case. Like if I'm in it, I'm feeling it, and I'm not able to write about it. I kind of think of the songwriting as like the end of the healing process. Like this is the end of the process, not the beginning. I'm sorry I stayed up with you every night, for making you laugh when you wanted to cry. I'm sorry I paid for your SSRIs, for making you happy. I apologize. So this part is extremely tongue-in-cheek, which I don't know if it comes across to everyone, but I am unbelievably not sorry about any of these things. I would never go back and change a single thing about the way I treated this person. I'm extremely proud about like how much I was there for this person and how much I tried to help. I'm sorry I put you in front of my friends. Yeah, might be forgiving you for what you said, so go and be angry, but you can't pretend. 'Cause I know that you never would. 'Cause I know that you never could. Yeah, I know. This part for me is kind of coming to this realization that like no matter how hurt I am or no matter how hurt she is or was, we'll never be able to hate each other, like for real, you know? And that was kind of a comforting conclusion for me. I produced a song with Dan Nigro, who's a dear friend of mine and someone who I certainly look up to. I was fortunate enough to have a creative and working rapport with both Olivia and Dan prior to this, which made it a lot easier to kind of get into a feeling that was this powerful for me and this deep for me.